Welcome back, everybody, to Triode Media Group in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for Extravaganza, a scholastic esports event presented by the Emerald Foundation. Let's learn more about esports scholastics. The number of institutions offering esports scholarships grew by almost 5 times from 2017 to 2018. Gaming scholarships grew by 468%. Over 200 colleges and institutions now offer scholarships for esports. And total money awarded in esports scholarships has more than tripled since 2015-16 to over $15 million awarded in 2018-19. Let's check in with Kurt Kong for a final report from the gaming arena. Kurt?
All right, thanks, RJ. We're here with the 2 final teams. Manheim Township came out top. The effort that gave them a good game. Let's hear it up for the 2 winning teams. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. All right, and another big shout out to the Emerald Foundation and NASIF for putting this thing together. We had a lot of good times, we had some good food, we made some good friends, and that's what it's all about. Back to you, RJ.
Thanks, Kurt. Joe Besecker from Emerald Foundation. Let's talk about how Emerald got involved in esports, why this is important.
The foundation has always been involved in cutting edge, kind of disruptive ideas when it comes to STEM. And a number of years ago, I saw and was working on a project that involved esports and STEM. It's a very long story, but I eventually ran into the Samueli Foundation out in California, who were doing what I was doing, but were much further ahead. What had happened is they had done millions of dollars worth of research on the positive effects of esports and STEM. We all know the effects that regular sports have on education, but it was not known what a positive influence that esports and the outcomes that they present help kids when it comes to education. So this was all about that. This tournament, this program is about esports, but not really. It's about education. It's about reaching a kid that hasn't been able to be reached in a different way. 92% of kids 25 and under have a high interest in video games and esports. If you add up music, art, sports, all the different club activities, they don't come even close to the 92%. So what you saw today is the excitement that kids have of playing, and then what we try to do, once they get in a club, we then try to turn that into a curriculum, and that's where we're having some tremendous success.
How long have you been working with these different schools and forming these clubs? I know.
Well, it's been gone very rapidly. It's been a little over a year. California's the Samueli Foundation, and then we together built NASIF, and they've been about a year ahead, so we have nearly 5,000 kids, and the success stories are too numerous to mention right now. And today was an opportunity for these kids to experience, enjoy this whole platform of esports, but for you and I to be able to interview these kids and talk to these kids and see what it is about esports that really hooks them, and then how we can parlay that into an education.
The education, and what really struck me in talking with the kids today is how important communication is, and how they really work on that to make sure that they can talk to each other about the games and playing the games, and I think that's something that will help them throughout their whole life.
Anybody who's played real sports knows that communication is a big thing. You have to be able to communicate with your teammates. This is an opportunity to reach a kid that may not be doing things on the field of play in the athletics, but the same type of things, whether it be in sports or in business or in family life. Communicating, trying to make the challenges, delegate, those types of things. And then the quick thinking that they have, the strategy, all of these things come into play. And the studies that were done on sports and education are 70 years old. The stuff that we're doing at NASIF is new, and we're finding out that it's even more beneficial than the stuff that's done on true sports. Esports are that much better.
So when did you personally see that this was I guess a topic or a thing that you wanted to personally get involved in?
Well, you know what I do at Emerald Asset Management. We're a research firm, we're a money management firm. I was very much somebody that didn't like esports and video games. I had 4 teenagers. I was constantly yelling at them. It was a waste of their time. And that was my personal life. On my research and my investment world, I started to see that there was really something cooking here. So I decided to go to ground zero, start fresh, and learn. And once I became educated, now I've embraced this as probably one of the most important strategic tools of trying to change the way education is done today.
All right, I think we're running out of time here, so is there anything else you want to add before we wrap things up?
Well, I'll say three things. Number one, I want to thank the kids for participating. There was a lot of fun. There was a lot of just joyous kids here. I want to thank you and the people that helped this, and especially I want to thank the people at Triode who helped put this on and made it such a wonderful day, and have us have the ability to communicate the message of this special platform, of which I think we can make a real big difference in kids' lives.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. Joe Besecker from Emerald Foundation, and we're wrapping it up here. What a great day we had in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I just want to thank everybody who participated and supported this event, and thank you for joining us. This has been Extravaganza, a scholastic esports event presented by the Emerald Foundation.